to Forgot to Mute. This is improv for the 21st century, not the 30th century, not the 4th, maybe the 6th. There might be some overlap. I'm not going to lie. We stole a lot from the 6th century for this show, but this is mostly improv for the 21st century. We are Forgot to Mute. We are the show where we are going to feed off of your suggestions here on Twitch. It's not just me. I'm hosting, but it's not just me. In fact, there are 3 other people with me tonight, and I'm going to bring them out right now. Please give it up for Maggie, Derek, and special guest Chris Meek. Hello.
Good evening.
Hello.
Hey.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you all for joining me here on the Trident Network for Forgot to Mute. How's everybody doing?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
How are you? How are you?
Thank you for asking, Chris.
You're welcome.
I'm great.
Oh, I didn't want you to answer. I was just being kind. It's what you do. You know, people ask you how you're doing. You're supposed to say,
Yeah.
I'm fine. How are you? And then just go about your day. But
I don't know.
I'm glad you're
And
I don't know.
it's
You don't do
great.
the one back?
I don't know.
No.
This might be it. You're too polite.
Obliged.
This might be it. You're too polite.
Yeah, classic Midwesterners. Sorry if you had some background noise there. I forgot to mute the Twitch stream.
Yeah, the name of the show.
It's the name of the show. Well, I think I'm our only viewer so far. But that doesn't mean we can't get started. It just means we won't have any suggestions for a little bit. But that's okay. These shows are all recorded and will go on YouTube and live forever. So once we start getting some folks in here, it'll be great. Let's start with a couple of questions to get to know our cast a little bit. Maggie.
Yeah. Hi.
Hi.
Hey.
What is something that you have built by hand? Ever in your life?
Ever?
Yeah.
In my life?
It could be something small, arts and crafts thing.
Yeah. I actually have a very strong memory of 7th grade math class, and we had to use toothpicks to build a bridge that was of sound, architectural, and engineerial status. So it had to be able to but you only had a certain number of toothpicks that you could use to make the bridge. Mm-hmm. I wasn't very good at it.
You built it.
But I built it. I also remember building, we did an egg drop in 6th grade where the janitor brought out one of those things that you use to get to the top of the building ceiling. No. It's a machine and it's got a little cubby and then you get hydraulicked up, and there was an egg drop competition where they would drop the egg from that, and if it broke then you lost. And I thought it would be a good idea to get a big Ziploc baggie and fill it with packing peanuts, and then I took the egg and I put it in the middle of I surrounded it with plastic spoons, which I then tied with a rubber band to secure it in this little pocket of almost like a tulip. And it broke. It did not stand. So this is why I'm not in any of those fields of science and technology. But I made them.
Well, thank you for that long explanation. I jest, of course. I'm sure your bridge was great, Maggie, and your experiment your experiment was really cool. Derek.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Hi.
Question for you. How do you think you would fare as a male person?
Well, that sort of depends on what type of male person I am. If I were like the office male person, like the guy walking around with the cart saying, hey, Carol, how's your baby or whatever, I think I'd be pretty good at that. If I were more of an urban male person that did like a lot of walking and every day, I would not do well with that. I don't enjoy walking. It makes me sweat. And then if I were, a more suburban or rural male person, that would be even worse because I don't drive. So I would just be sort of careening around the streets in a car with a seat on the wrong side of the vehicle to start with, putting me at an even greater disadvantage. So, yeah, in an office setting, great.
What do you think about the uniform?
Yeah.
I don't think it's. I don't think the shorts are the most flattering cut. I think they flatten. They flatten and widen, and neither are things you want your shorts area to be.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Okay.
Chris.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome. Welcome to your first Forgot to Mute.
Oh, thanks. I'm happy to be here.
We're happy to have you here. I dare not answer that.
Don't.
Chris, what is your favorite Disney movie and your least favorite?
Oh, so I assume you're asking this since I'm such a huge Disney fan and I spend
I didn't know
as
that.
much time there as possible. Really? I'm surprised. So my favorite Disney movie of all time is Beauty and the Beast. It's I think the Disney Renaissance.
The remake, of course.
Grew up in the 90s. Yes, no, not at all. However, I did enjoy Josh Gad in the remake. I thought he was fun. Derek did not.
I have thoughts about Josh Gad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm with Derek on that one.
All right. Well, you have your thoughts. I have mine.
Yep.
But no, I all of the Disney Renaissance movies from the 90s I think are wonderful, and I enjoy them all, even the less popular movies like Hunchback of Notre Dame and Hercules that people don't think about when they think of like Lion King and Aladdin and Beauty and the Beast. So no, those are that's my favorite. I would say least favorite. I think it's probably my least favorite to watch is The Fox and the Hound. I think it's a good movie, but it's a sad movie, and especially if you love animals and dogs and hound dogs especially, there's a lot of sadness in that. So I don't enjoy watching it. I wasn't going to say like I don't like a Disney movie because I think in some way I like all of them.
I have
Yes,
a question.
Maggie has a question.
Date, dump, or do
Oh yeah.
between Sebastian,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Mrs. Potts,
Ooh.
the genie. Date, dump, or do.
Okay.
Open it up to everybody.
Yeah. So I'm dumping Sebastian. I think he's bossy. He wants to be in charge. He's not letting you live your life. I mean, I think he comes around at the end, but there's all that early stuff that you don't want to deal with.
Stupid accent.
Yeah. Horrible. Do. Mrs. Potts, maybe.
She's there.
Yeah, I think, and that's the reason why. Like, she's got curves, in all areas, and Angela Lansbury. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Come on. So, yeah, and then I think you date the genie just because it's an exciting time. You get.
Oh yeah.
He can wisp you away to magical places. He can be whoever you want him to be. Never had a friend like him, so. That's my personal opinion.
Well said. Thank you all for letting us get to know you a little bit more. Now we can play some games and have some fun. Now that we've got the semantics out of the way, we can really have some fun. And thank you for those watching. This is Forgot to Mute, and it's an improv show, and we need suggestions. So if you could start us off here with a suggestion of a location, any location at all. It could be like McDonald's or a cave. Have fun with it. And our very first game is a game called More British. In this game, I'm going to need all three of our players, Maggie, Derek, and Meek. And I'm going to need them to do a scene, like a regular improv scene based off the suggestion we received. And in this scene, they will start off talking like their normal selves, but at any point I can yell more British, and they have to start talking with more of a British accent. However, I am changing the game up a little bit on the spot. And for Derek, I'm incorporating the version called More Josh Gad, where he has to start talking more like Josh Gad. Feel free to be a little British if you want to, Derek, but that one's going to be there.
Oh, sure. I'm sure he's tried British accents at some point.
I'm sure he's tried. So as soon as we get that suggestion, if we don't get it in the next few seconds here, I think I'm just going to go with one. And that'll be the case. So our first suggestion here is the moon. The moon is our suggestion. Take it away.
Oh, boy, that was a long flight.
Ugh, I am so stiff. They just cram us in to those seats. I mean, who can fit in there anymore?
And who has the money to pay for extra leg room, right?
I know. They gouge you with the luggage costs, so you spend all that, and then you got to pay for the.
Yeah. But hey, we got all the room we want up here, huh?
Right. I'm stretching out. I already feel like I'm being
more British.
My back is feeling a little better, and my legs are stretched out a little bit as well.
Oh, great. I mean, it's just so freeing up here.
Mm-hmm.
I just I wish we did have a bit of a telly so
I'm
that
a little bit lighter already.
More Josh Gad.
Oh, Joshy boy. Well, why don't you go and see if you can fetch us some tea?
Sure. You want to hear me sing? I have a weird singing voice, but everybody just goes with it.
I, for one, think it's lovely.
More British.
And I wouldn't mind you singing me some extra tunes there, Josh.
Hello, my name is Elder Cunningham.
Oh, Josh, would you mind fetching me the Times?
The what?
The Times.
More British.
And go on with the day.
The dimes. Go get the dimes.
The shoes where they donate where the shoes.
Yeah, I talk about time.
The
I
dime.
got time, bud. Why?
The dime. Go get the dime.
I go get it.
More British.
Wait, I'm with the water. You can go get the dime.
More like the Times, the London Times.
That's more British. And a little more Josh Gad.
A little more Josh Gad.
Although I think there was only really one level of Josh Gad. That's
well, it's not something I've ever aspired to be. And Mike, I just got your text from about 25 minutes ago. So
no hands. Well, great. Nice work, everybody. I'm going to start this show off on a cheery note and assign 100 points to all of you. I think you all earned it there. Yeah.
Didn't even know that. I was getting points.
To
keep track.
Yeah.
Yeah. Please keep track.
We wouldn't do a show without compensation.
Yeah. That's not how we run things around here.
Tally? 100.
Oh. It looks like you're not really planning on any more.
Yeah, I just realized I was dumb and I'm going to waste a lot of paper.
Nice work, everybody. And thank you for those who are now joining us. We are an improv show and we need suggestions. Our next game, we're going to need suggestions of relationships, of how people might know each other. They could be cousins or roommates or whatever you want them to be. This next game is a game called Picture Reveal. For it, I am going to need Derek, Maggie, and me. And I'm going to ask Derek to use the magic of Zoom for this one. He's going to get real close to his camera, like so. Yeah, that's nice. And he's going to upload a background image that he has pre-selected, but Maggie and Meek have not seen it before. They are going to have to do a scene with Derek, and he will slowly peel away from his camera to reveal what that image is. So, thank you for these suggestions. Keep them coming. I know that sometimes it's hard to type. You do need a Twitch account in order to leave a suggestion in the comment section. Thank you, Michael, Maggie, Ty, for all of these great comments. Whoever you are, I appreciate it. And I do see that Michael, Maggie, Ty has left a suggestion of how you all might know each other. Yam cousins, whatever that means. Wait, we have a suggestion from somebody real. Thank you, JT Lil One. Your brother's mother, sister's cousin. That's how you all know each other. Brother, mother, sister, cousins. Players, please take it away.
Oh, well, how's mom doing?
Well, I didn't want to have to tell you this right off the bat, but she's fallen.
Oh,
Yeah, she's fallen hard. She got a knot on her neck, and she bruised her knee real bad.
does she have a medic alert bracelet?
Well, I was there when it happened, so luckily we didn't have to pay the fee for med alert. She was getting ready to press it. She was right there. Her finger was hovering it, and I came around the corner, and I listened for her to say I've fallen and I can't get up all the time, but she didn't even say it that time, so I don't even know why they tell you to say that and then press the button. But I was there.
She's so lucky to have a brother like you.
I know. My mom, we go way back to when I was born, and I would hate it if something worse happened to her, but she's just, she's fallen and it's pretty bad.
Man, well, God, let us know if there's anything we can do. I'm so glad we have this weekly check-in with each other, just to see how how are cousins and sisters? And Jim, how are you doing?
I'm okay. You know, I got a new roommate and he's a little odd. But you know, that's just sort of part and parcel of it, you know, is sometimes you know, life will bring you on a path where you meet people that you might not have ever met otherwise.
You're so
And
lucky to go to college, Uncle Jim.
yeah, sometimes those people can change your life, you know.
What happened to your roommate Freddie?
Fred, I don't know. He just sort of disappeared.
How do you feel safe in your current spot?
Yeah.
Jim?
Yeah.
Cousin Jim?
Oh yeah. My new roommate's got big strong arms, so I feel real safe around.
All right. Oh,
Jim, I don't know if you need help, you know, just blink a few times. I don't and
Look at my eyes.
okay. Well,
what?
college has really changed you, Jim.
Oh yeah, things are great.
Opened you up to a whole new world of different lifestyles and
Yeah. You never know who you're gonna meet.
Mhm.
no. I mean, you know, cousin Jim, I feel like your buddy back, maybe your roommate, he looks like he may have some pizza bagels on his chest or something there.
Oh, don't bring that up.
Did you guys have a pizza in the morning?
No, that's just part of his anatomy.
No pizza in the evening either, huh?
Yeah, I'm telling her. It's just the way he was made.
You know, we're all made different ways.
Picture reveal. And that was a very revealing version of that game.
Wow.
Derek, feel free to change your background image at any time.
Actually, I think I'll leave it up for the rest of the show.
You can, yeah, just leave it up. We'll get used to it.
Yeah, you're sandwiched so well in like the crotch space.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
Right there.
It looks real comfy.
And look at you were laying back in his lap.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
I'm gonna give. Oh, there we go. I'm going to give 1,000 points to the Saw franchise.
Is that what that's from?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Am I the only one that didn't know that?
Are you not familiar with Jigsaw?
I've never seen Saw.
No?
Seen Saw.
Seen Saw.
Oh, that's so sad. You can't find anybody else to do one with you.
Seen Saw.
I can safely say that the Saw movies get better with each iteration. All right, moving on. Look at this. This show's just mowing right along. We are coming up to my favorite game, one of my favorite improv games ever. It's a game called Welcome to Santa. That's right, we're playing Santa games in July. It's Christmas in July, and we're gonna make the most of it. For this game, I'm going to need a couple of suggestions. Might need a Michael Maggie tie on this one. In order to get suggestions of obscure gifts. Oh, that's a nice background image, Derek. I need suggestions of, let's get a suggestion of a concept like gravity or love. That's going to be one of the gifts for Maggie or Derek to request from Santa. And I also need a suggestion of a toy that you would like to get, but an adjective along with that toy that would be not normally associated with it. So why don't we stew on those, start getting those ready. As I explain the game, Meek will be our Santa. I will be his helper elf. And it looks like he's getting ready to meet. Oh, he's just gonna leave. Chris hates Christmas, if you can believe it. I love the idea here, but I don't know how he's gonna know when to come back. I guess.
Great spirit, though.
I guess that's a bridge we can cross later.
Oh!
What a surprise!
That is what we call a reveal.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Chris, can you still hear us?
He can't hear us.
Come back. Come back in.
Oh, sorry. I didn't know if I was
okay.
supposed to come back or not.
Oh, we were still waiting on those suggestions.
Oh.
But we love the shirt. It's a great reveal. Now you can actually go off.
We'll give you a thumbs up.
Oh, now I
thumbs up.
I'm glad you're waiting. All right, thank you.
You're welcome. All right, so those suggestions are rolling in. Let's see. Oh, we do have one here from JT Lil, MVP of the night. 30,000 points to JT Lil 1. 30,000. Yeah. Her suggestion is. Oh, why can't I pronounce that? Levitation. Levitation. Duh. Maggie, that'll be the gift that you try to get from Chris. Okay. Levitation. And another great suggestion here from JT Lil. Derek, you will try to get him to guess a gnarly Barbie doll. Gnarly. You know what? Let's make it a Gnarls Barkley Barbie doll.
All right.
Okay. Let's get Chris back in here. I'm going to be his helper elf, by the way. I'm going to be in the scene as well. Santa, come take a seat.
So, who have we got here today? Look at this line of boys and girls.
Yes, we got a big line, but hey, I need you to try to get him out of here as quickly as possible. I got a speaking engagement after this.
Well, I'm sure happy that you are doing things in your life that make you happy and that inspire others to do great things.
Clock's ticking, Santa.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead and bring on the first little girl or boy.
Hey, little one, come over here. It's your turn to see Santa.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Hello, welcome to Santa.
Hi, Santa.
I am so happy to see you this year. My, look how much you've grown.
Did you see me last year?
I sure did. I saw you last year and the year before that. I know when you're sleeping. I know when you're awake. I know everything you do at every hour of the day. That's how Santa knows if you've been bad or good. Don't be scared.
Okay. Well, all right. Mom normally doesn't let me talk to people for too long.
Oh, well.
Especially when they know so much about me and I don't know anything about them.
Well, is there anything you'd like to know about Santa?
What's your favorite Disney movie?
There are so many great Disney movies that Santa can't choose just one, but the Goofy movie is one that Santa really likes.
Goofy movie is a good one too.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to go to a Powerline concert.
That would be wonderful.
I'd also really like to go see David Blaine.
The magician?
Uh-huh.
Oh, he does some scary
Or the former
tricks.
Prime Minister of London.
Oh, ho, 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 ho.
Yeah. He
Which
does
one?
Tony Blair? Mr.
Oh.
Elf, are you talking about Tony Blair?
Same thing.
Oh, Mr. Elf, you silly goose.
Oh,
Maybe
I once
hurry
saw
up.
that. I once saw that David Blaine pull his heart right out of his own body. Santa didn't like that one very much.
No, I don't like that either. But
I saw him pass a law in Parliament.
thank you, Mr. Elf.
Ah.
So, Santa, I would really like to be like David Blaine.
Oh,
And I don't
hold your breath underwater for more than 3 minutes.
No,
Oh.
I would like to not have to use my feet and kind of feel like I'm always in a stage of like sleeping, but not really sleeping, just in the position to be sleeping.
Oh, well, there are a lot of little girls and boys who get in accidents and they go into a coma and they have to lay there and they don't know what's going on around them. They don't use their feet and they lay there. But I don't know that you want to not have contact with your family and friends, and they'll be there. They'll be sad laying over you if you can't respond to them.
Yeah, that's probably true. So is there a way that I can do that, but like still be awake and maybe just kind of float around them?
Oh, Santa's granted a lot of wishes in his day, but no one's ever asked for levitation before.
I'm a first?
Yes, Santa.
Yeah.
Santa surely can see what he can do and have the elves make to help you float 3 to 4 inches off the ground.
Oh, that'd be
Yeah.
amazing. Thanks, Santa.
You're
Yeah,
welcome.
get out of here. Get out
Okay.
of here.
I'll be watching.
Nice work, Santa. You made that little girl
Oh.
very happy.
Oh, thank you very much. I'm sorry. I know I'm going over my time quota. I just love these kids so much. Oh,
that makes
who
one of
do
us.
we-
Oh God,
who
here
do
comes
we have
here another one. Careful, his
Oh.
pants look wet.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Santa sweats down there too. Oh, welcome to Santa. What
Hi.
is your name?
Chris.
Oh, well, my name is Chris too.
What?
Chris Kringle.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Well, I see you have a dog on your shirt.
I
Is
do.
that your dog?
Yeah. Guess his
Well,
name.
Chris.
Nope.
Oh, no, that's your
Dog.
name. Mr. Elf says dog. Is his name just dog?
No.
Oh.
It- Got something to do with the sound he makes.
Oh, a dog makes a woof or a ruff or a bark or okay, yes. A dog barks. He barks a lot. Santa once heard a dog bark so loud that it knocked the bark off of a tree Santa was passing.
Whoa.
Jesus Christ.
So what I'm looking for is really is like a set of two.
Oh.
Well, my mom says to call them action figures, but they're dolls.
Okay. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. And it's a very specific duo, very specific.
Okay.
And like they made my favorite song.
Okay. Well,
And that song came out.
Santa tries his best to get to every little girl and boy's house on the route. And if I don't do it, I don't blame it on the rain. I blame it on the reindeer. Oh no.
No.
I blame it on the snow sometimes. But that doesn't seem to be
that's
anything that interests you.
But yeah, I mean, I've been looking for these dolls high and low, but I don't see them high and I don't see low either.
there are lots of dolls that come around at Christmas time and all times of the years. Raggedy Ann and Andy were a popular doll, and even Barbie dolls have come and been popular around as well. So I've seen that there is a dog walking Barbie doll that you can get. So and the dog barks, so it's called Barking Barbie.
Santa, don't you see the magazines? The kids want like specific Barbie dolls based off of musicians these days.
That makes me crazy.
I think that makes you crazy. Also, hurry, my ankle monitor doesn't have long before the battery kicks back in.
Sorry, we don't want that to run out before you have your talk later, Mr. Elf.
Oh.
No. So what I'm hearing is you're very interested in dolls that have something to do with dogs and barking.
There's
and music groups.
Yes.
So yes. I know exactly what you're looking for. Santa can have elves remake some of those Baja Men dolls that.
No, it's a duo, not a trio.
Oh, I'm sorry. Santa didn't know that there were three people in that group.
Santa, you're being a knucklehead.
So, oh, okay.
Mr. Elf, do you need a break?
Oh,
sometimes, I like I said, I look everywhere for these dolls, and I don't see high and I don't see low.
Oh, well, Santa sometimes he works out and his knees help him get extra low so he can see low. And so Santa will look on the bottom shelf in the elves workshop to see if we have a Gnarls Barkley Barbie doll for you.
Yeah,
yes, I'll put that on my list as well. Here's a candy cane, Chris.
Thanks, you are magic.
Get out of here, kid.
All right, Mr. Elf, it was a pleasure working with you again today. You're a knucklehead.
That's welcome to Santa.
I got those.
Guess who forgot he was on camera for a second?
Man, I was so sure it was Baja Men.
You were.
I was so confident.
It's a common mistake.
That's all right.
Well done, Chris. I'm going to give you 500 points for getting them correct. Well done. Oh, you writing it down again? Oh, well, no, you have 600.
600 total.
They add up. You're only as good as your last game, I guess.
Derek, does that have a little colored dot on the bottom of the can?
Well, I was just checking to see if it's expired because it does taste a little weird, but it does also have a little colored dot on the bottom.
That's so weird.
Huh. Is that Spindrift?
Yeah, strawberry.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Sounds good. I got a Topo Chico.
Strawberry cucumber.
What fizzy beverage do you have, Maggie?
I have tap water.
If that's tap water from Indianapolis, it could be fizzy.
It could be.
It's 20% corn syrup.
Has just a hint of brown to it.
Well, guess what? We can all drink our drinks soon as we're going to be off camera because we have a wonderful video from our friends of the Trident Network. This video can be seen on the Trident Network's YouTube page. Get over there in about 18 minutes because you're going to need some more content to fill the rest of your night. We're a part of the Trident Network, as you can tell. Please hit that subscribe button. Please follow us. Please leave suggestions. And please watch this video. Ty, give it up for Ty on tech. Ty, please roll the video whenever you're ready.
Hey, thanks for coming.
Let me guess, you were in a frat in college? You dress like a sad priest. Ooh, yes. How about we just ditch everything Pokemon related? Throw this, no to that.
Oh, no. I want to keep everything.
I'm sorry, are you a professional mover? Because we are.
No, I just...
We're doing you a favor, like in case you ever want to get laid again. Mimosa time!
Did you get those from my fridge?
N64, are you a fucking 5-year-old? He doesn't even have Pokemon Stadium. Nobody in your family knows their angles. Oh, especially Grandma. Toss. I think we should keep this.
I'm sorry, did you remove my door?
Oh, this has to go.
If you ever wear lime green again, I am calling the police. Not the fashion police, the actual police. Like 911.
I really wanted to keep all my belongings.
You're an actual child.
Okay, no.
Relax, this is for the keep pile.
Do you ladies even know what you're doing?
Oh, what? Because we're women? Because we have boobs, we can't do our jobs?
I guess I can't hold this box with my tiny little female arms.
Oh, no, I'm not saying it like that. I'm just super stressed, and I'm like really sorry, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Thanks again for everything, ladies. I'm really sorry about underestimating you.
What'd you guys get? Wayne's World on vinyl.
I think I have a BA in economics now.
I got Grandma.
Video is over. For those of you who don't know how Twitch works, we're a little behind the stream, but I think I got it. But give it up for our friends over at the Triad Network. Couldn't do it without. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Great. How's everybody doing so far? We're gonna start the show over. We weren't recording.
But do everything exactly the same.
Yeah.
There are some things I don't want to relive.
Sometimes both on and off camera, that can be the case. Speaking of things we sometimes don't want to relive, sometimes that can be guests at a party. That's a segue. Our next game is a game called Who Invited Rob? And I need everybody for it, including myself. And I also need, in the suggestion box, the comment section, if you will, a suggestion of a type of party that we might be celebrating. That could be like a Super Bowl party or a birthday party, anything like that. Drop that in the Twitch comments, please. The way this game works is 3 of us will be at a party, and it comes up that one of us accidentally invited a Rob. A Rob is the person that you don't necessarily want to see at a party. In this scenario, Maggie will be playing our Rob. We will describe characteristics of Rob that we don't care for before Rob joins us in the scene. So we will go ahead and get that game started with the suggestion of, wow, JT Lil carrying the suggestions tonight. Carrying. MVP for sure. Halloween party is our suggestion. Halloween party. Let's take it away.
Nice costume.
Thank you. I made this myself. I went to Joann's and I got all the materials. I looked up the pattern online. I cut it. I sewed it. I'm very proud of it. Yours looks great too.
Like if I didn't know, I would say, wow, Lady Gaga is here in the room with me.
Thank you. That's what I wanted it to be, as authentic and real as possible.
Yeah. And Tim, it looks like you came as the Joker.
Oh, nope. This is supposed to be a referee.
Oh. I'm sorry, I'm colorblind.
Did I
think you got the face paint just might be a little wrong.
Yeah.
It's close.
And
It's I can see.
Yeah, I heard you laugh earlier too, and it sounded Joker-esque.
Yeah.
Oh, I've heard that before.
Yeah.
And Ed, you're a traffic cone. That's nice.
No, actually, I got hit by one on the way here.
You got hit by a traffic cone?
What? Please tell us the story.
Well, before I do, I do have to let you know that it's not just gonna be
No, keep going.
I was walking over here from my apartment because, I'm only 2 miles away. And I was crossing 5th, where there's the big pothole. And this car just careened into it.
Pothole or the
the pothole.
Oh, okay.
Front first. Like the whole car's in there right now. Yeah, that's a pothole. I ran over to help, and their trunk opened, and a cone sprang out of there.
You wonder if they were going to place the cone at the pothole.
I did wonder. I didn't want to be late for the party, so I didn't stick around to ask.
So what were you going to be?
Bruce Springsteen.
Oh, I see it now. Yeah.
But yeah, the cone hit me, and I can't get it off, as you can see.
Well, Rob's coming.
Rob's coming.
That's right.
I hate the way that it's always just too much information as far as their medical history.
Oh, yeah.
It's I didn't need to know about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I hate how Rob always tries to swing across vines like he's Tarzan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think the last time I was at a party with Rob, they took 4 hard-boiled eggs whole and just put them in their mouth, and they were talking about, atmosphere.
Yeah,
who talks about that?
They start screaming "Chubby Bunny" when they do that, and we say, "That's a marshmallow game. It's not a hard-boiled egg game." And then Rob's like, "It doesn't matter as long as it's a white circular thing."
It does matter.
One time, the eggs shot out of his mouth and hit me in the face, and that's how I got these scars.
You know who else has scars? All of Rob's foster kids that he won't shut up. Hold on, I think I hear him.
Knock, knock, knock.
Hey, Rob.
Hey, sorry. I slipped into a pothole on the way here, and I may or may not be concussed. But that's just one of the many problems that I have right now. I also may have pooped my pants.
Jesus, Rob.
Hard to tell.
Welcome to the party, Rob.
Well, when you have a sciatica, sometimes the lower half of your body goes numb, so I can't feel what's going on down there. And hitting that pothole was quite the jolt. I
wonder if it was the same pothole.
Well, if you want to avail yourself of the restroom and just check, it's just sort of behind you to your right.
Okay. Hey. Hold on.
Oh, yeah.
I should have cleaned up the vines.
I think I'm okay. I think maybe swinging helped to free some stuff. What I got in my pocket here?
You sound like somebody from the 70s talking about swinging.
Come on now.
Oh, what's that smell?
Oh,
Rob,
no.
where'd you put
Please
in your
tell
mouth,
me that
Rob?
was an egg.
Chubby Muller. Chubby Muller.
Ew.
Oh,
Shells and all. You know,
You
Oh.
if
didn't
you eat the
chew.
shell,
You didn't just.
I learned this from my foster kid, Jaime.
Ugh.
He told me that if you eat the shell, it's an old Peruvian trick by the Peruvian witches.
do you think maybe that might be why you're constantly shitting yourself?
That's who invited Rob. Constantly shitting themselves is Rob. I think we set the record for the longest intro to Rob and Who Invited Rob.
Something you just need to dive deep on.
Yeah.
You gotta learn more about the cone.
Apparently. But well done, everybody. Maggie, 150 points for great Vine work.
Thank you.
It's the best Vine work I've seen on Zoom, honestly.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Fine work I've seen since Logan Paul.
Oh, oh.
Oh.
Oh, I don't understand it.
He's Jake Paul's brother.
He got
Who's
famous
Jake
on
Paul?
the social media
Oh my
platform
God.
Vine.
Isn't that gone? Isn't that a dead app?
Apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I said since. Got a show to do.
We do have a show to do, and we're running out of time, but we've come to our signature game. It's Forgot to Mute. And I think we all know what happens in a world run by Zoom. We hop into meetings all day. It's just inevitable that somebody is going to forget to mute their mic while they're in their meeting. And the rest of their coworkers have to awkwardly tell them to please go on mute. We're going to see that firsthand here. Can we get a suggestion of any type of product at all or any item at all that you'd like to see a business meeting about? That'd be great. And as we get that, well, I've already described the game, so there isn't much else to do. Derek is going to be off camera for this one, and Maggie is going to be our player that forgets to mute. So I'm just going to grab a suggestion that's, oh, here we go, JT Lil, who else? Cookies. Cookies will be our suggestion for our business meeting, and we're going to start right now.
Right. So it's really more just about the packaging than the actual taste. So if we can maybe just ensure that the new Crunchy Crunches have an appeal, I don't know, maybe attach it to a pop star or, you know, I guess I want to throw that out to get some thoughts and maybe just level set on the cookie packaging.
I agree. We need a pop star. It's got to pop. I don't know who's big right now. Iglesias?
Yeah, well, maybe Iglesias the third. I think, you know, there was father, son. You know, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry to do this. I have somebody at my door. So I'm just going to go on mute. I think it's somebody, I think it's the contractor. I'm not entirely sure.
Try to hurry back because I want to get this finalized today.
Yeah,
So.
and please keep going. I'll be back really quickly. Yeah, just thanks. Yeah.
So the main thing is, yeah, I agree. We have to get this finalized
Right,
today
yeah,
because I've got to put this person
Uh-huh.
on.
Yeah, the body's upstairs.
Packaging.
Yeah.
I got to get them on there. I got to get their face on there.
Yeah.
Hold on,
Hearing that?
Trisha, you forgot to mute.
The body's upstairs, so if you just want to go up there, I mean, it's not like fresh, but it's not like super old either.
Talking about a human body?
I don't. Maybe
the tubs like I asked.
Is there what?
Did you get 4 large plastic storage tubs?
Yeah, no, those are in the guest bedroom.
Okay.
They're behind the linens, so
Sure.
you have to move those around. Is there anything else I can get you?
Do you have brisk?
Lipton?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Would you like it in a glass, or is that going to be too difficult? With
something with
the
a
body.
Yeah, he's gonna need a cap.
So Kyle, I don't want to alarm you, but we had 4 tubs go missing from the warehouse earlier today.
What?
There were just cookies everywhere, and the tubs were gone. So.
Oh my gosh, that's
it sounds like
theft.
she's describing that, and I know we don't take that lightly around here.
This is good tea. Thank you.
Yeah, great. Well, again, like I also have some gloves. I don't know if that's something.
Oh no, I like it in there.
Okay, all right. So what are the next steps here? What do we do next?
Well, I'm gonna rip the body apart
Was that for us?
with your hands and put it in the 4
Next-
tubs. Fill the 4
Next
tubs.
steps,
I'm gonna pour that acid into vat.
we
and then
need
roll
a
that
procedure document.
Does it?
Okay, all right. Well, I mean, I should be done. This should be wrapping up pretty
Yeah,
quick.
you said you were on a Zoom meeting or something.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
This guy knows we're on a Zoom meeting.
I should be done here shortly if you need my assistance, but
Well, how big was the decedent?
about
Is that how you say it?
I don't know.
2 1/4?
I honestly couldn't tell you.
Yeah, I can handle that on my own. But
Okay,
thank you for the
all
offer.
right. I mean, I already got the clothes off, and
Should I make a dead guy
Mhm.
Or
Yeah.
woman?
or woman?
So yeah,
I
just,
still haven't ruled out an animal.
boning knife,
I don't.
tubs, get me in there, and I'll be happy as a clam.
all right. Well, and also I work
Mine's
for a food company. So if you work up an appetite, just let me know. I've got some crunchy.
She is skimming off of our company.
So just let me know, okay? Let me jump. I gotta jump back on this.
I
Okay.
hate those cookies.
Hey, everybody. So did we settle on a pop star?
Yeah, we're going with Iglesias.
Good choice. Good choice.
That's forgot to mute. Thank you for getting graphic, Maggie. Was it a human body? Are we to presume, or should we leave it up for the imagination?
Wearing clothes.
It was a baby elephant.
Could have been.
Okay.
Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da.
4 villains.
Well, folks, we've forgotten to mute successfully. We have come to the end of our show, and just in time because my battery's about to die. I have to thank the Trident Network yet again for having us. Thank you so much. Please follow them if you haven't already. You'll get notified whenever we got shows. Maggie, were you going to say something?
Did I win? Did Nick win?
No, he did not.
600.
JT Lil was our winner tonight with 30,000 points. Give it up for them.
Good work.
And let's give it up once again for our players, Maggie, Derek, and Chris Meek. Thank you for guesting with us. Thank you, Streamlabs, for dropping that Trident Network support in the Twitch stream. Please click on that link. And please come back every Thursday for live improv just like this. We're here every other Thursday. Peace.